Oh, yeah, YouTube. And then there was two. So the boys managed to rummage up a second head that was sitting unused up in the loft. So this one has a few bits on it that are missing from the one I have, namely this low high speed ring here, which is working fine on this, and it has the correct screws in it. It has a working brake, which mine doesn't. The brake shoes are gone in mine, and this shaft here is broken and bent on the end of mine. The down speed forward reverse selector. The end of it's broke. Now this one's broke, but the end of the threaded part is still there, so I can just get something to thread in there, and I'll make my own knob to put on the end of it. So we're gonna strip this one down, and the idea being we'll cobble together a good head from the two of them. So, and it's got a timing belt on it, which we'll do for now until I can find a new one somewhere without having to pay the Bridgeport tax. I was looking all over the place for them, and they seem to be kind of hard to get. I know you can get them in the UK, but that's a waste of time, because I'll end up paying what I paid for the belt again in import fees. So the UK is a complete waste of time. If anybody knows somewhere in Europe, in the EU, that does parts for these, if you could let me know down in the comments, that'd be great. And yeah, so like I said, we can pull this one asunder, and it'll be kind of like a practice run for doing that one. So we get a lot of stuff that we're missing here, fasteners and various other bits and pieces that are not good on the one I have, like the nose spindle, the nose ring that goes around the spindle is not great on that one. It's a bit better on this one. So we'll go through the two of them and see which one is the best. And you seen me floating with that the last day, where I was able to pull the quill lever in and out. I discovered what's wrong there. There is should be circlip in here, and it's gone. So there was somebody in there arsing about. So like I said, we're going to pull this asunder, and we'll gather up a load of bits that we're missing, which is going to be very handy. And then whatever is left, I'll bring it back over, and then the lads will have that for spares. So happy days. It has the proper lock, quill lock handle on it as well, which is bastardized on mine. A lot of them are like that, but it seems to have a good few bits and pieces on it. So like I said, we'll take it all asunder and see what the story is, and we'll make one good one out of two of them. Right, so we have that second head stripped now fully, and the reason it was parked up is for some reason the quill is jammed in the head. I tried getting it out and I wasn't being very nice to it, but I couldn't get it out, so I've taken everything out of it, all the different parts and pieces and gears and keys and fixings and all sorts of stuff. So we have lots of stuff there. We're just soaking it with kerosene there to get the grease off. We'll hit it with some brake clean. So here's the bull gear. At least this bull gear has some oil in it, but there's a lot more wear on this one than there is on the one that's on mine. And yeah, so lots of bits and pieces there. It's the shaft for the it's the shaft for the quill pinion and all the associated bits and bobs belonging to that. So happy days. Right, so we're on my head here now, and we have the gear out here, which was a bit of a pain. It didn't want to come out, but we got it out. Now we had to be violent to it to get it out. We drilled it, tapped it, and pulled it out. I just drilled the brass each side, tapped it to M4, put a bar across here, and pulled it out. It was all stuck and seized on the shaft because of the water that was getting in. Now, upon playing around with that, I discovered that the low, medium and high on the downfeed, it wasn't engaging. I just after finding out why. So there's 1, 2, 3. There's a whole pile of, let me see now, a load of broken teeth in there on both sides. Now the interesting thing about this is there wasn't a screed of grease in here. So I don't know how that happened, that it stripped the teeth like that. So I don't know, maybe clumsy operator or a crash, or who knows. But that's what we found in there anyway. There's 3 teeth there, but there's a lot more than 3 missing. Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's about 10 teeth missing off just this side. Now we have these 2 gears, 2 clusters, complete shafts from the other head, so we're going to be able to whip them out and put in the new ones. So just interesting. Always amazing what you find when you go into these things. We have a motor. This is a 3 horsepower General or GNC, sorry, Alpak. It's 3 horsepower, 1350 RPM, and we have this rigged up on the old frequency drive. So it works fine, but the bearings are shot. So look, you know, for me, on this particular unit, focus. I don't know why it's out of focus, but it tells us on the tag what the bearings are. So they're 6205Zs both ends. So we went off and we got a pair of them. These are FAG. They're 6205C2HRS, so that means they're sealed both sides and they're high speed bearings. So €18 for the pair, which I thought was very good. So I suppose the next stage now is crack it open, put the bearings in, and see how it goes from there. Right, so we have the motors or bearings changed. I didn't bother filming it. There's about 8 million videos on YouTube that'll show you how to change bearings. This is what came out. Somebody did open it up and packed them full of grease. As you heard, it didn't do a whole lot to quieten them down. So the bearings are in, clean the fan. We'll clean down the rest of the motor now after. So we just hit run. A lot quieter. I'll give her the Holly, 75 hertz. Whisper quiet. All for the want of a set of bearings. You know, you can pack them with grease all you want, boys. If they're gone, they're gone. And these have the added benefit that they're shielded both sides. So nothing is going to get into them. They're sealed for life bearings, so they should last a good long time. So happy enough with that. And we can move along to the next phase.